me was to get mum and dad to see each one of their children as individuals rather than one large pack. And I had 2 different ideas of how to accomplish that.
Okay, so look, this is what I want to show you. Hearts. 7 of them. Each day, I want you to write something very positive about each one. And then what you're going to do is you're going to give them their hearts at dinner time.
Oh, cool. And so using the hearts every dinner time allows mum to put a really nice, loving, positive message on that for each and every one of them.
Okay, Ella, there's yours. And there's Reed's and Aiden and Philip.
Thank you, Mommy.
It allows me to really say what I'm thinking and feeling and not being afraid to just put it out there.
You were very responsible today.
Princess Philip, you were very helpful today. Thank you. I love you, Mom. Because you were a good helper.
I like the hearts because it makes us feel better about ourselves when our mom gives us good comments and stuff.
Aiden, you are so fun to play on the swings with. And Reed says, Reed, I am so proud that you said lizard today. I love you, Mom.
Yeah, that's a big deal for him to say things like that. To hear that on a daily basis is going to be so good for their hearts and their little souls.
Where's 3 older ones? Can you come?
The hearts idea is for mum to be positive about writing a little message for each child so that they get individual attention. Spreading the chores amongst the 3 eldest children takes the burden off of Marley, and it also allows the other children to share the chores equally.
Okay, you're going to know what your chore is for the day because your initial will be pinned to one of the chores and placed onto the corkboard.
I thought that was a better idea because then my mom and dad didn't have to do a lot of work, I didn't have to do a lot of work, and we all had a good amount of responsibilities.
Also, because you are the oldest, you will be privileged with good behaviour and staying up a little later too, over the weekends, and maybe having sleepovers. Alright? I find it absolutely bizarre that Katie has been here for a year and hasn't even met any of her neighbours. And so I thought I'd venture outside her own doorstep and start to make some neighbour friends myself.
These are your neighbours.
Hi, guys. Nice to meet you all. Oh, my gosh. Love
I hold on to my old neighborhood and the way we had it so much so that I really fight against making friends here.
This lady's been living here for a year and still hasn't met any other mothers. As you can see, these are all mothers.
It really showed me that, you know, there is a community, and sometimes it just takes one person willing to step out of their comfort zone and say, hey, you know, let's be friends.
That's so funny. Well, come on in and make yourself at home.
So, Katie, this is for you, mum to mum. Okay, this is all your mum's addresses and numbers in here.
I gave Katie a mum-to-mum book so she could place the mother's addresses and telephone numbers in there to be able to identify the name to the face so that she'll know who she's inviting round.
I'm really glad that you've come this afternoon because it just really shows you that in a neighbourhood there are so many other mums who are out doing the same thing that you guys are. It is challenging when you're at home with your kids. You want to know that you can pick up the phone and say, hey, this is going on today, what's your advice? And to be able to support one another. And that really is crucial. Keep in touch with one another, ring one another, support one another. You're all women raising children.
And even if you don't talk, I'll talk your ear off if you'll listen. So you can call me, and if you have nothing to say, I got plenty to say.
Katie came out of her shell and she had a great time talking to the other mothers. I think it's a sigh of relief for Katie to realise that she's not as lonely or isolated as she thought she was.
I really appreciate it. I love meeting all of you. You're all welcome to come by anytime. Thank you, Joe, for inviting them. This was really great.
Whether you have 1 kid or 20 kids, all moms are in the same boat. They need a support system.
It is time for them to go for a few days only, but in those few days,
remember everything that you have in this house works for you and it's there to serve you. So take ownership of it.
It's very easy to do the things that, your teacher teaches you when they're standing over your shoulder. But when that teacher leaves the classroom, it's basically up to the student.
Right.
Katie and Daniel are going to have their hands full with the new techniques, but I hope they do a good job in remembering what I've taught them, because when I get back, I plan on them both speaking to Katie's dad.
Coming up on SuperNanny. With Joe gone, Daniel acts up.
You will lose privileges for tomorrow. Do you understand?
And later, Katie and Daniel make the call that's taken them 15 years to make. When SuperNanny returns. But first, a tip from SuperNanny.
Do your kids squirm when it comes to cutting their fingernails? Then make the experience fun. Every time you cut a nail, place a finger puppet over their finger, so that when you finish, you'll have 10 tidy nails and 10 finger puppets to play with.